by Robert Sheldon comes in 3 movements. The first movement, titled cleverly enough Along for Legend, is about a captain who bought a boat, went out on a ride on the lake, and he learned how to do everything except how to bring the boat back to shore. So him and all his comrades in the boat, they all drank all the booze and ate all the food, and then they died on the boat. Just kept going in a circle because nobody knew how to park it. The second movement is about a fellow who went hunting at sunset. He ended up shooting his girlfriend and had to go to jail. And the third is about a guy who had a wife who was so bad, that the devil sprung up from the ground and made a deal with him. He said, tell you what, I'll take your wife. I'll take her. And the guy says, you can have her. And he takes her down to the underworld. And the woman was just so bad. The devil brought her back and said, no way. No way. So it's a musical depiction of those 3 Scottish street songs. And so very, very colorful stuff. This next piece we're going to perform for you is by Frank Kelly. This is entitled Cajun Folk Songs 2, meaning there was a first. last selection for the evening. I again want to thank you all for coming out and supporting live music in our schools. Without an audience, this would be a pretty boring concert. So, I want to thank you for all the support that you've given us. I'd like to thank the parents and boosters who have been fervently selling concessions out in the back. Without them, we would not be able to function, so I'd like to thank them. If my eyes don't deceive me, I believe I see a guest I would like to recognize. Is that you? Mr. Leonard Narumi, Montebello Unified District. Once again, the illustrious and the amazing Miss Jessie Flachon. I'm especially glad that they're both here because I want to give them a heartfelt thanks. These last 2 weeks, I have not been at school. So the last 2 weeks leading to this concert, I have not been here. I have been on paternity leave because my wife and I celebrated the birth of our second child. And so last week Monday, we were at zero period and we rehearsed, and halfway through, Mrs. Curry sends me a message and says, "Hey, I think you need to come home now." So I went home, and 6 hours later, we had our first son. We're very excited about that. And Mr. Narumi and Ms. Lachon selflessly stepped in and worked with the ensembles, both the band and the orchestra, in my absence. So I would like to, from the bottom of my heart, thank you too for everything that you've done for us these last 2 weeks. We're graduating a rather large senior class this year. And before we play our last piece, I would like to ask them to please stand. Seniors, class of 2014, please rise. It's the end of a long road for some of them, and not so long road for others, but every step of the way they've been right there, and I'd like to thank them. I'd like to thank you for all of the hard work you've put into this program, for your 1, 2, 3, or 4 years here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And we continue this evening with more of the opening from the fall. This is Seraphim. Towards the middle of this, there's a part where it gets kind of quiet. Our seniors are going to rise and play. This is called the trio of this march, and it will feature only our seniors and two friends. thank you for coming tonight. Please drive home safe. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.